So I had the opportunity to speak to ThankYou, the people, the social enterprise who do ThankYou Water, and they do all the profits into their social fighting poverty projects, which is fantastic and beautiful. They've migrated to Netsuite about a year ago. They've used small business software before, and we can all guess what they're using, even though they didn't mention it on stage. But probably a very popular accounting software with a very popular inventory system that connects to it. And I asked what the reason was that told them, like what was the main reason for them to understand that they have to move now from small business software to ERP. And the answer was starting in New Zealand. So they operated just in Australia and they started operating in New Zealand. And they found that using small business software to manage an enterprise that works in the two locations had a lot of compromise in how they were managing their supply chain and how they were managing and analyzing their results. ThankYou Water is very interesting in the sense that all the profits are given away, so they have a very true incentive to be very agile and to operate very, very efficiently. So having a single system that can manage their operations across Australia and New Zealand and tell them what's happening where was crucial for them. The other thing is that they have very deep auditability requirements, because with products that you buy from ThankYou Water, or from ThankYou, they have body care and other products except for water now, you can actually track online where your money went, what project it was used to fund. So that would require very interesting software behind the scenes to be able to show you that. So turns out ERP was the way to go for them, and they're very happy to have done that. Another very interesting story that they shared was that their CFO, who's been in the business for about a year, was involved in a NetSuite, an ERP implementation about 6 years ago, and then she was involved in another one there with ThankYou. The new one was done with SuiteConnect, the new templated implementation approach, whereas the old one was done with traditional implementation methodologies. The difference, she says, was huge, even from her memory sitting and identifying what screens each user should be able to access, and listing all those permissions, whereas with the new implementation approach, which they don't want to call rapid implementation, so I'm not going to call it rapid implementation, they actually gave her a template and it was ready for all the roles she needed, and then with time they could adapt little things if it was needed. So another very interesting success story of the new implementation approach, which I like.